Now on CoastTV News.
Free car seat check, how local efforts are ramping up to protect our youngest passengers.
We have lots of wet weather for the work week ahead, so keep your rain gear handy.
This is CoastTV News at 5.
Good evening. I'm Madeline Overturf.
And I'm Charlie Sakaitis. Welcome to our News at 5. We begin tonight with an update on the Israel and Hamas ceasefire deal. New today, Hamas says it has tentatively accepted a ceasefire deal that was brokered by Egypt and Qatar. NBC's Alice Barr shows us the next step the U.S. is taking and where Israel stands.
A whiplash of hope and fear in Gaza today after the political wing of Hamas said it had tentatively accepted a ceasefire deal brokered by Egypt and Qatar. An Israeli official tells NBC News that proposal is not the framework that was agreed upon with mediators, and that Israel is now examining the proposal Hamas agreed to and will respond. The White House also reviewing the proposal.
And we're discussing it with our partners in the region. Director Burns, as you know, is there, and he's working this in real time on the ground.
The Biden administration has been pressing for a ceasefire deal that would free Hamas-held hostages in exchange for Palestinian prisoners and get more aid into Gaza.
There has been a significant offer on the table. The ball has been in Hamas's court. We have made clear that they should accept that offer.
President Biden spoke today with Israeli Prime Minister Benjamin Netanyahu. The president reiterated U.S. opposition to an Israeli ground assault on Gaza's southernmost city of Rafah, where more than 1 million civilians are sheltering. Palestinians in eastern Rafah packing up once again after leaflets and text messages from the Israeli military told some 100,000 people to move to a not quite safe but safer humanitarian zone to clear the way for significant force against terrorists. Israel says Rafah is the last Hamas stronghold and its militants must be rooted out. Here at home, simmering tensions on college campuses. Pro-Palestinian protesters clashed with police at the University of Virginia over the weekend, and today Columbia University in New York announced its main commencement ceremony is canceled. In Washington, Alice Barr, NBC News.
Heading closer to home, happening tonight, potential action in Milton in the name of traffic safety. Town Council could vote to send a request to DelDOT, making this intersection into a four-way stop. That's Chestnut and Atlantic Street. Town officials say they want this done by the end of the month.
Sticking with traffic news in Selbyville, the intersection of Route 113 and Hoser Street, it's going to be shutting down. That starts tomorrow. There will also be closures near the intersection of Route 113 and Mason-Dixon Shopping Center. DelDOT says that the crews will be installing new stop-and-go traffic signals and that work is expected to continue through mid-July. All of this brings us right into our Coast TV poll for the evening. We want to know, what's your opinion on these DelDOT infrastructure projects?
Let's take a look at the results so far. A majority of folks say they were needed sooner. 8% say they're a waste of money. 25% though think they're necessary upgrades.
If you haven't voted yet, this is the first time we've run the poll this evening. You can go to coasttv.com or use the Coast TV mobile app.
Let's go ahead and take a live look right now outside into Lewis. I absolutely love this shot of the Overfalls lightship. And we'll check in with our first alert Chief Meteorologist Paul Williams for a look at our forecast. Good evening, Paul.
Good evening. Well, it looks like it's 5 o'clock there, if it's nothing else, right? It's 5 o'clock there. All right, so our Bay Health camera in Dover, it's 5 o'clock in Dover as well, by the way. We're at 72 degrees with a dew point temperature in the upper 60s. Now, that dew point temperature is juiced up a little bit. I'm paying close attention to that. You should too. I'll explain that in more detail in a moment. But we are expecting temperatures to settle into the upper 60s as far as tonight is concerned. An abundance of moisture in place. We don't necessarily have any advisories in place for right now, which is an interesting turn of events in the sense of we've just about had something to be advised about for the last few weeks in a row. But we're not concerned about winds or rain just yet. But we have some rain. See this? This is on the way. So we'll talk more about that coming up in your full forecast. Until then, back to you, Maddie.
Paul, thank you. Over in Ocean View, the town, it's preparing to release property tax statements. So if you live there, listen to this. The town says fiscal year 2025 tax statements will be mailed on or around June 1st. Property taxes can be paid through August 31st without a penalty, or you can get a 1% discount if it's paid by July 31st. Those payments can be made online or through cash and checks sent to Town Hall. If you live in Ocean View and don't receive a tax statement by June 15th, you can contact the town's tax office.
Keeping your kids safe, that is the name of the game. The Delaware Office of Highway Safety, in partnership with Safe Kids Delaware, recently hosted a free car seat check event in our area. The purpose of these events is to ensure that car seats are properly installed and that children ride safely. Kyle Marvel, a certified technician for 4 years who recently renewed his certification, explains the importance of bringing this event to the community and his ongoing commitment to community safety.
I think a lot of people in the area may not understand all that goes into proper installation, and without that knowledge, and it not being installed properly can result in injury to that child passenger. The more we can get that information out to the public, the more children will be in an appropriately adjusted car seat and will be safer on the roads.
Some good news too, if you didn't make it to the event, if you missed it, you can visit our website and you can learn how to schedule a free inspection of your car seat.
Coming up, a young environmentalist being celebrated by Delaware officials. How you can help award standout students who are committed to environmental advocacy.
Oh, and speaking of the environment, it might not be so friendly for the folks with allergies. Instead of the trees being at extreme levels, now it's the cut grass that's at extreme levels. And we have weeds now that are on the board, along with the trees at least being on the high side. We'll talk more about that in your full forecast.
But first, we're going to crack the code on why brown eggs are more expensive than the white eggs. The answer might be simpler than you think.
Is your vacuum ready to handle all of summer's messes? Keep your home clean with Beach Vacuums, your one-stop shop for everything vacuums. Whether you're looking to install or replace a central vac system or shopping for a new cleaner, we have the best air filtration brands to enhance your home's air quality. Trade in your old vacuum, even if it's broken, for a discount on a new one, or get one repaired with a free estimate. Beach Vacuums, the last full-service vacuum store in Sussex County.
Every day, Washington politicians let the border crisis continue and do nothing. They fail the American people. Open border Democrats and status quo Republicans are both to blame. We need common sense leaders with the guts to get it done.
Typical D.C. politicians play politics instead of solving the problem. As governor, we fought sanctuary cities. Enough is enough. Secure the border immediately. I'm Larry Hogan, and I approve this message. In the Senate, I'll fight to keep our communities safe.
Trying to quit tobacco is frustrating. You feel lost. You've tried several times, yet everywhere you turn, there are triggers pulling you back in. But there is a way out. The Delaware Quit Line. We can help get you on a path to living tobacco-free with free counseling, cessation aids, and medications. Let us help you quit for good.
Our soldiers are heroes who protect our country. But when they come home, it's up to us to help our heroes. Now, during FH Fur's Spring Into Giving campaign, for every $29 cooling system tune-up we perform, we'll donate that amount directly to Wounded Warrior Project. FH Fur Plumbing, Heating, Air Conditioning, and Electrical. Call 877-CALL-FUR or visit FHFur.com to schedule your $29 cooling system tune-up. And use hashtag SpringIntoGiving to share how you're giving back.
This is CoastTV News at 5.
Have you ever wondered why brown eggs cost more than white eggs? Some might think the brown eggs are healthier or taste better, but farmers say that logic is a little scrambled. It costs more to keep the chickens that produce the brown eggs well-fed and happy, and farmers pass along those costs to consumers. The average cost for a dozen brown eggs is $2 to $4 more than a dozen white eggs.
I did not know that.
Me neither.
Staying in consumer news, Rue 21 is hitting the road. The teen apparel mall chain announced it's going out of business and shutting down all of their 540 stores. This is the third time that the company has filed for bankruptcy. Route 21 is roughly $200 million in debt and wasn't able to rebound when it declared bankruptcy back in 2017. According to a court filing, CEO of the company said that it was severely impacted by the COVID-19 pandemic and then other market trends.
Here's something interesting to look out for. The first crewed mission for Boeing's Starliner spacecraft is set for tonight. Tonight's mission, which is essentially a test flight, will carry 2 veteran NASA astronauts to the International Space Station. The Starliner performed an unmanned flight to the International Space Station in 2022. But after years of delays, NASA and Boeing are confident the ship is ready to carry astronauts into outer space.
Take a look at your Bay forecast. We're looking for Cambridge Tuesday, scattered showers in 74. A bit of a break with temps in the 80s for Wednesday and a round of thunderstorms for Thursday. We're looking for the same general thing for Crisfield, except we're looking for the rain on Wednesday and on Thursday. But one thing's definitely universal. Thursday's looking like a not so great day. We'll talk more about that in detail in a moment.
At Spicer Brothers, we're not just about installing roofs. We're about protection, durability, and peace of mind. Our team of skilled professionals can install your last roof using the highest quality materials in as little as 1 day. And we make it easy with on-site design and digital proposal.
And right now, save $1,000 off your new roof. Plus, have peace of mind with our Platinum Plus lifetime warranty. And the best part, enjoy no interest and no payments for 18 months.
Call today and schedule your free in-home consultation because you deserve the best.
Social Security and Medicare aren't just handed to us.
We've earned them. Hour by hour. Day by day.
Paycheck by paycheck.
They aren't plans. They're a promise. Made to every American. Every American. And we're not gonna let anyone break it.
Break it.
Break it.
Neither will I.
And you can consider that a promise too. David Trone will stand up to Republicans looking to strip the safety net seniors depend on. And there's no backing down.
I'm David Trone, and I approve this message.
For a great shopping experience, Furniture Gallery is the place to pick up one-of-a-kind signature finds to complete your home decor. Come explore our selection of handcrafted furniture and get all the supplies you need for your own DIY projects. And through the doors is Shore Marketplace, where you'll find the most unique local shops at the beach. With over 40 local artisans, Shore Marketplace is truly a local connection you cannot afford to miss. And next door you'll find Scrub Apparel outlets. All this under one roof with easy access off Coastal Highway North.
Why wait? You too can have a 5-star bathroom with Coastal Bath.
Coastal Bath works with you. We were able to get everything we wanted at the price we wanted. We just loved working with them.
Coastal Bath will provide you with exceptional customer service and a speedy time frame.
Spring savings time. Enjoy 18 months of no payments and no interest. Plus $1,500 off your new bathroom remodel.
I think Coastal Bath is an oh my gosh and a wow.
Call or visit coastalbaths.com today.
Over 14,000 people per day are affected by water damage in their home or business. Even a small leak from a water heater, washer, refrigerator line, or even HVAC drain can cause lasting damage. Response time is critical. Paul Davis has a team of certified experts on call 24/7 to stop the water, mitigate damage, and work directly with your insurance to quickly restore your home or business. If you see peeling paint, stains, mold, or smell a musty odor, call Paul Davis Restoration and Home Remodeling.
Weather brought to you by Paul Davis Restoration, your storm damage experts, here to help now.
Listen, it's not that we're going to get a whole bunch of rain, but we're going to get a whole lot of cracks at it, so to speak. I mean, we have several waves of rain from little low pressure systems just developing and then blossoming near us and then developing. It's like a gravy train of rain that's on the way here, but not necessarily dousing rain, but definitely showers. So our Tyndall's Casual Furniture setting the stage with the cloud cover staying a bit on the thick side. And in Laurel right now we're holding at 74 degrees, but the dew point temperatures are elevated. We're talking about in the 60s. When you're talking mid to upper 60s for the dew point temperature, which is a measurement of the moisture content in the atmosphere, you're talking about Mississippi, Louisiana kind of moisture in the atmosphere. And when that happens, all bets are off for any afternoon being without a storm or two, okay? So we're in the 70s. Upper 60s by 9 o'clock. I'm not worried about that storm dynamic today, but later this week, definitely the case. You see, because we're clear right now. This is a live sweep of what's happening with the radar at this present time. And throughout Delmarva, we're looking pretty clear now. I'll move this a little bit. You can see some scattered showers with actually some hail forming along Highway 17 on the other side for the Chesapeake Bay area. Well, we have a stationary boundary that's over us right now, and the low pressure system that's developing. Remember, I was just mentioning it a few minutes ago, developing along the frontal boundary. We have a lot of these little knots. I'm going to call them knots along the frontal boundary. This knot here is directly over us, and we have a couple other knots that we're going to have to untangle with our forecast time frame here, because we see this developing into one of those knots that I'm referring to right now, which is really an area of low pressure, which this is elongated for those who are weather nerds with me, who want the actual technical explanation. We have a couple of frontal boundaries here and really some multi-level moisture dynamics that's helping to create instability in the atmosphere. So 75 for the high today, only about 3 above the norm for this time of the year. So it wasn't unusually warm. But you take a look at your runner's cast for tomorrow. It's going to stay cloudy all day tomorrow, but we will be in the 70s. So, and with the winds out of the southwest and temperatures in the 70s, even though it's going to be a gloomy looking day with a chance of a shower or two, at least it's going to not feel cold. All right. So later tonight, watching out for a quick thunderstorm to push through quickly. Then by Tuesday morning, we'll look for spotty sprinkles near Snow Hill. And by Tuesday afternoon, Pocomoke City will catch a little random wrinkle as far as this rain is concerned. And then we're bracing for a stronger storm to push through by the time we get into Wednesday. Wednesday is going to be the day that I'm expecting things to really get kind of touchy, okay? Now, the amount of rain, not all that impressive. Watch this. We're going to go from Tuesday to, let's say, Thursday. And it takes us 3 days to get up to about a half an inch of rain. So as I said before, it's not that we're going to get a whole lot of rain. We're getting several cracks at some rain pushing through, because you see this midnight crack of rain pushing through Broadkill Beach, Rehoboth Beach, moving so fast we won't really accumulate much. Tuesday morning we're clear. Tuesday afternoon we're mainly clear. Wednesday we catch a sprinkle or two for Rehoboth and Dewey Beach, and then a quick pushing cell slide through. But then in its wake we have temperatures well into the 80s. So that's going to be the key here. So for tonight, partly cloudy skies, lots of moisture, and it's still going to feel mild because we're going to be in the 60s. Then for tomorrow, isolated thunderstorms possible for tomorrow. And then on Wednesday, steamy sunshine kicks in because we're going to look like 86 degrees. Wednesday is the setup day, okay? Don't let Wednesday fool you. Wednesday's a setup day for Thursday. And Thursday is going to be yuck, because Thursday, I'm looking at every single aspect of the forecast. And Thursday is just looking like one of those days that's going to start ugly, stay ugly, and be ugly.
All right, Paul, thank you. Happening now, DENREC is looking to honor young Delawareans who have put their passions into projects that benefit our environment. Right now, you can nominate students for the 2024 Young Environmentalist of the Year Awards. The agency says students should have initiated an innovative project, increased public awareness, and/or demonstrated environmental ethics between July 2023 and June 2024. Elementary, middle, and high school winners will be chosen. An awards ceremony is set for Governor's Day at the Delaware State Fair on July 25th.
There's something to make note of if you live in Salisbury. Today, crews began working on a water main repair at 304 Glen Avenue. Repairs are going to be underway until about 2 a.m. tomorrow morning. The city says the repair won't cause any closures, but water service will be interrupted. That starts around 6 o'clock tonight from Civic Avenue to Long Avenue. Water service should be back and running by 10 p.m.
Staying in Salisbury, road work is now underway on Milford Street. That's for infrastructure improvements. Crews are working there from US 13 Business to the railroad tracks. It's all for milling, patching, and resurfacing, just making that road smoother. That's going to last until Friday.
Staying in traffic over in the Dover area near Little Creek, there will be closures for crews to create an all-way stop intersection at Port Mahon Road. Work starts tomorrow. New stop signs, warning signs, flashing lights, and pavement markings, those are going to be added. Closures will last through early June.
Still ahead, how one NBA legend is crafting this year's dream team on a quest for gold at this year's Olympics. Stay tuned on Coast TV News at 5.
At Vernon Powell, new spring sandals are in and toes are out. Brooks and Hoka are in and out. Fun athletic looks are definitely in. Comfort is in across the board. From Dansko, Bionic, and UFOs to Birkenstock, Olakai, and Hey Dude. Fish Hippie is in. Performance apparel is out on the water, on the beach, and on the job. With performance gear from Yeti and Bog. Kids should always be out because Skechers, Slip-ins, and New Balance are in. Plus, Kendra Scott is now available at Vernon Powell.
Shop the Memorial Day mattress sale at Johnny Janasic and find premium mattresses starting at just $29 a month. Plus, get 0% APR for 60 months, a $300 gift card, and free local delivery. Going on now at Johnny Janasic.
Don't go another year with that old, outdated bathtub. A beautiful new walk-in shower is only a phone call away. HomeSmart is Delmarva's trusted Kohler Luxstone shower provider. Kohler, the brand you've trusted for 150 years. The Kohler Luxstone shower features a low-entry shower base, durable crushed stone walls, and check out Kohler's innovative recessed shower locker for storage inside the wall. Installed in as little as 1 day, backed by Kohler's lifetime limited warranty. Call now during our triple savings sale and save 3 ways. First, save 60% on installation of a new Kohler Luxstone shower. Second, ask about 18 months, no interest, no payments, senior and military discounts. And third, receive a $200 Amazon gift card with purchase. Call HomeSmart at 1-800-616-8289. That's 1-800-616-8289.
Shop the Memorial Day mattress sale at Johnny Janasic and find premium mattresses starting at just $29 a month. Plus, get 0% APR for 60 months, a $300 gift card, and free local delivery. Going on now at Johnny Janasic.
You may think your home's crawl space is okay, but chances are it's not. Mold, pests, and rotting beams can all cause problems for your home and for your family. The good news is, your home's crawl space problems can be fixed permanently, so you and your family can rest easy. Because crawl space problems won't get better with time, but they will get better with us.
Call Dry Zone today for your free estimate.
Brought to you by Dry Zone, your local crawl space experts.
I know we're all getting excited for the Olympics, and who better to construct the latest dream team for USA basketball than someone who's been there and done that. Grant Hill is the managing director of the men's national team. He won gold at the 1996 Olympics and is a pro basketball Hall of Famer after playing 19 years in the NBA. His task is to build a team that will win gold in Paris. The 12-man roster for Team USA was announced last month and features the who's who of the NBA, from LeBron James to Kevin Durant to first-time Olympian Steph Curry. For Hill, there's a lot of work to be done between now and when the team plays its first game in Paris.
What we have to emphasize is that just because we have this great team on paper doesn't mean we just show up. Like, we're going to have to play. This is not going to be easy.
The Dream Team will hit the court for their first game on July 28th against Serbia.
Tough first-round matchup there. New today, the design of the 2024 Olympic cauldron has been revealed. It will be lit for the first time on Wednesday in Marseille. The cauldron design as a circular ring will be lit at the celebration site of each stopover city by the last bearer of the flame of the day, to invite people to gather around, celebrate. A lot of fun there. Made from stainless steel and aluminum and produced in only 20 copies, the cauldron weighs nearly 220 pounds. The designer, who also created the game's torch, says that the two items share inspirations and common signatures, such as the combination of the colors of the Olympic medals.
Turning to political news, we broke this earlier today. In an unexpected turn of events, Delaware GOP Chair Julianne Murray has decided against running for governor. In a statement today, Murray emphasized the importance of consolidating party efforts. Now, this change of heart comes after Representative Mike Ramone from Newcastle County declared his intention to run for governor. But a GOP spokesperson had previously told CoastTV Murray would enter the race this week.
Moving to more news here on the coast. Today, the Rehoboth Beach City Commissioners addressed updates to the city charter concerning the qualifications for the role of city manager. During the meeting, the public debated over the hiring of new city manager Taylor Tedder. Tedder's unanimous appointment has sparked some discussion on the requirements for the position as outlined in the city's charter. While the appointment was met with optimism from some, it also faced criticism from local residents.
I can't understand, and the uproar, especially the uproar, is about your mortgage relief program that you are trying to install here for newcomers to our facility here at City Hall as the manager of the city.
Tedder is expected to start his position as Rehoboth Beach City Manager on May 15th.
Happening tonight, a parade of A-listers will be descending on New York's Metropolitan Museum of Art for fashion's biggest night out. This year's Met Gala is being co-chaired by Bad Bunny, Jennifer Lopez, Chris Hemsworth, and Zendaya. The theme is the Garden of Time. Celebs often use the Met Gala to dress for the occasion, creating quite the scene, as you can see here from years past. And above all, it's a fundraiser. Last year's event raised nearly $22 million.
It is time to take another look at our Coast TV poll. We want to know what your opinion on DelDOT's infrastructure projects are. Let's take a look at some of those numbers again. And needed sooner, that's all the way up to 81%. Seems to be getting the lion's share of the vote so far. Necessary upgrades, that's 12%, and a waste of money at 7%. You can go to coasttv.com or use your Coast TV mobile app in order to go ahead and vote in that poll. We'll be back after the break.
The Subaru car has been an awesome change. It is definitely something that's reliable, safe. Gateway Subaru had what I was looking for. The dealership was just wonderful to deal with. Gateway really nailed it and you didn't feel pressured. They were more compassionate, willing to work with you. So Gateway provided me with the cross-check that I needed and I'm very comfortable with. Walked out with the keys in the car the same day and it's been running beautifully. And I love my Subaru.
From empty nester to first home, Accessible Home Builders does it all.
It was great working with Scott at Accessible Builders. He called us every Monday and asked us to come over to the house and each step of the way during the construction of our home.
It was pretty unique working with Scott because not only is he the owner, but he was working in here hands-on with his employees and really just trying to make our vision come to life.
Design your dream home with Accessible Home Builders.
Back pain? Trouble sleeping? Slowing down? Reduce stress by 22% with hydrotherapy, lessening pain and improving sleep. At Delaware Hot Tub Company, we have saltwater hot tubs to give you these relaxing health benefits. A simpler, cleaner way to relax using fewer chemicals and easier to maintain too. Why stress when you can relax? Hot tubs, hotter prices at Delaware Hot Tub Company in Millsboro and Lewis. Ask about 0% financing.
Make no mistake, America is being invaded. Biden's open border is flooding our cities with violent criminals and deadly drugs. Democrats put American families last, kicking our kids out of school to house illegals. The invasion must end. I'm Robin Ficker and I approve this message. I'm running for Senate to secure the border. I'll stand with Trump, finish the wall, and deport criminal illegals to save our country.
Hey, welcome to Poppy's Tacos. There's plenty of space for you and all of your friends. The menu is packed with real deal Mexican eats. Build your own tacos are always a fan favorite. Authentic short rib is my choice. The fajitas are steaming and the smothered burritos are killer. We're open 363 days a year, so come pull up a chair. Poppy's, there's always a fiesta on 15th Street.
This Saturday, you can head to Lewis for a Trails Day community event. Volunteers can help clean up trash along the Pinelands Nature Trail. Garden tools, you can get those there, but the group says bring a bag for trash and wear gloves. If you want to do it, meet 8:45 a.m. at the playground parking lot.
That's an environmental effort that's worth every single pickup. Okay, our gutter helmet camera in Ocean View holding at about 69 degrees right now, and we're going to stay at about 67 for the rest of the night with partly to mostly cloudy skies. We're looking pretty clear for right now, although we have a little bit of rain that's going to make its way over towards Chrisfield. We'll continue to track that for you just in case it becomes a concern for us later on down the road. For tonight, call our telephone line at 443-880-9100. Your forecast is just a call away. Sponsored by Baird, Mandalas, Brockstead, and Federico. Here's a look at your exclusive Paul Davis Restoration Home Remodeling 10-day forecast. 74 for the high on Tuesday, all the way up to 86 on Wednesday, then stormy weather on Thursday.
Paul, thank you so much, and thanks for joining us here for Coast TV News at 5.
For more news, more local weather, download our Coast TV News app.
Inside Edition is up next.
And make sure you tune in for Coast TV News at 6. Have a great evening.